Hello, and welcome to the Movie Universe. I'm your host, Movie Fan. Today, I'll be doing a short video talking about a long-forgotten show, a show called America's Funniest People. Now, I know what you're thinking. This has got to be a rip-off of America's Funniest Home Videos, right? Well, you're right, it is, or I should say, it was. However, it could not really hold a candle to it, so it only lasted for 4 years. From 1990 all the way to 1994. And surprisingly, it was actually hosted by Dave Coulier from Full House. That's surprising to me because, as we all remember, America's Funniest Home Videos, when it first started off, it was hosted by Bob Saget, who, as we all know, played Danny Tanner from Full House. And of course, Joey Gladstone was played by Dave Coulier on Full House. So it's actually surprising to me that we had two Full House characters doing two different shows that, well, basically were the same, except for one big difference. America's Funniest Home Videos was a lot funnier. I'm sorry to say, but it is true. Now, I could try and say more about this show, but essentially it's exactly the same. It's just people doing funny things, and it's all on video, and you got Dave Coulier doing his voice impressions on top of it. That's really all there is to say. Again, it's just like when Bob Saget hosted America's Funniest Home Videos. Only, I don't think there was a prize to give away, at least I don't remember one. To make matters worse, America's Funniest People wasn't really that funny. In fact, all the videos were a real snore. I think that really this was the show that all the lame videos went to, the ones that America's Funniest Home Videos would refuse to play because they weren't that funny. At least that's what I always thought anyway. However, there was one skit that came up every now and again that I thought was downright hilarious. But now that I think about it, it was actually kind of creepy. And that would be the Jackalope skits. To make a long story short, it always went like this. The Jackalope would go somewhere, he would run into people who always end up trying to get him, if you know what I mean. And he would always outmaneuver them. He would always make this weird little voice when he talked, to which I'm pretty sure he was voiced by Dave Coulier because of his impressions, you know what I mean? Now, I know what you're thinking. How could a jackalope look creepy? He looks cute. Well, here's the thing. He didn't look anything like this picture right here. He actually looked like this. This is kind of creepy. I mean, he's got a very small head and a big bulky body that stands upright. You could tell they over padded the puppet. And on top of that, he didn't move very well. I mean, they just kind of scooted him along and tried to make it work. But obviously, he wasn't full-blown animatronic, so he was obviously so fake that he was just creepy. I actually thought it was pretty funny back in the day, but, you know, the problem was they didn't do these skits too often. Very rarely did they do them. Maybe they got some complaints about the jackalope, I don't know, but they didn't do it very much. Had they done it, maybe the show could have been saved, but bottom line, the show just could not measure up to America's Funniest Home Videos, because that show had all the best videos of people doing stupid things, or animals doing hilarious things. I mean, what was not to like about it? And the way Bob Saget did it, it was quite a sight to behold. I mean, he would do those hilarious little voices on top of it. It was a great show. So it's no wonder this show tanked. If you ever want to check this one out, you can actually find a few old tapes on YouTube. I'm not kidding. You can actually see the old footage, but it's going to be grainy because, to the best of my knowledge, they never put this on DVD because why would they? The show was an utter failure. So if you want to watch it, be my guest. But don't get your hopes up too high because, like I said, it really wasn't much of a show. This is Movie Fan, signing off.